The leadership change in China this year comes at a period of economic uncertainty, even for the world's second largest economy. Joining us today at the Asian Investment Conference to discuss this issue is Jamil Anderlini, Beijing Bureau Chief at the Financial Times. Jamil, what are the main challenges for the Chinese leadership today?
So the main challenges are to deal with rising instability in society, while at the same time trying to move the growth model in China, the way that the economy functions, onto a new track. So in the last 20-30 years, China's done very, very well at investing a lot and exporting a lot. But that growth model, by most accounts, is coming to an end. So what the Chinese leadership has to really deal with is creating a whole new economic model, while at the same time trying to control social instability in the country.
What are they doing in the face of these problems to combat them?
Well, the problem that you have is because you have a split within the party, you have various factions putting forward various ideas. What we've seen in the last couple of years, at least, is a bit of paralysis. So you've got a recognition of what the problems really are, but you don't necessarily have, and you've got a government that's saying we will fix these problems, but you don't have a very, very clear roadmap of how they're going to do it. And you've got people in society becoming more and more disillusioned with a government that will tell you what the problem is, but doesn't seem to know how to fix it.
So in your view then, will a new leadership in China be able to balance economic, foreign and domestic policy demands with social stability in mind?
Well, that's the great hope, is that once we go through this period of jockeying for power and people trying to get themselves selected to the top levels of the government, what you're going to see is a new government come in with a new mandate. We'll have the military in line, it'll have all the government in line, the party behind it, and people hope that Xi Jinping, the next president of China, and Li Keqiang, the next premier, will have a mandate to really push through some of the difficult reforms that this government hasn't been able to yet fully push through.
So what do you think the most positive social impact will be then of the leadership change?
Well, hopefully stability from a political perspective, certainty of who's going to be running the country for the next 10 years. Because right now, we're pretty sure we know who the president and the premier will be, but we don't know who the next 7 people at the very top of the government will be. So there's a concern. These people who are candidates for those roles are really fighting each other at the moment, and that the great hope is that once the leadership is settled and everyone knows their place, then they can get on with the job of improving the economy, improving people's lives.
Thanks, Jamil.
Thanks.
Stay tuned to AIC TV for regular updates from more thought leaders.